Yeah, what's going on, y'all? Not the update I hope to make, but I'm in the hospital. Cancer didn't respond to the outpatient chemo. My blast count went from 8% to 18%. So it actually increased in, the amount of cancer that was in my body while I was on treatment, which, that's not what you want exactly. Doctor was telling me today that, it might be like a confounding factor, might possibly be that, since I was on chemo, a lot of my bone marrow, like my actual cells have gone away. So it might be like more concentrated because there's less of my cells there in the first place, and there might not actually be like a more absolute number of cancer, but not important. That doesn't like super matter because I'm doing induction in anyway. This one is pretty similar to a regimen called Flag Ida, just with a different drug. I forgot the name because they didn't write it on the board. And the thing they like to do in hospitals is come in at like 8 a.m. and talk to you, which is fine for most people. But if you're still getting used to the hospital sleep schedule, you forget. Or at least I do. But that's just me. I get sleepy. I'm groggy. Came in last night, got a whole bunch of blood. A lot of blood. Like 1 unit of blood, 1 unit of platelets, and then I got like 2 units of blood today, I think. I don't know. They're putting a whole lot of blood in me because I don't have much. The nurse was like reading my hematocrit numbers, and she was like, why are you awake? Like, you should be asleep. But that's why it pays off to run cross country, I say. So yeah, got my PICC line in. This is the peripheral IV that they did the blood through because they, you got to get some people that are specialized to do the PICC line. Went super smoothly, thankfully. So my last video was how I stayed sane during chemo in the hospital. So this video is going to be how I'm currently staying sane in the hospital during chemo. So I've got Harry Potter right in front of me in Spanish, and I've decided that I am going to finish this book while I'm in here. And so if I'm only in here for 30 days, which, who knows how much of a stretch that'd be, I need to read 6 pages of this a day. I'm up to 5 right now, and I just needed a little break. I haven't been reading for that long, but the goal is to at least start reading this. This is the second one, the Sorcerer's Stone. By the end of this day, maybe. I got the standard bio-inorganic textbook, which is great, by the way. That stuff is really interesting. And I got 2 more textbooks, synthetic biology, which I've mostly read through already, and BioBuilder, which is more synthetic biology. This one's like a primer, and this one is more specific about what to actually do in the lab. And I've got a whole giant host of books in front of me. The current fiction one I'm reading is the 5th book of Wheel of Time. Yeah, 5th book of Wheel of Time. They're really long, and it's a 14-book series. I've got 2 of them in front of me, so planning on reading both of those, which should go by pretty quick. And then I've got a whole host of Jeff Vandermeer books, because I like his books. I'm really not sure what I'm gonna do with my NCAT, because I don't know how to even plan around this. I had a realization a couple of days ago, before I even knew I was gonna go to the hospital, that I can't take it in January because if I need to get a blood transfusion on any given day, I'd have to cancel last minute, very, very last minute. And the test is $350. I don't even have $350 right now. So that is a bit delayed, unfortunately. I'm probably just gonna end up doing changing the hours on my MCAT prep thing it's through Kaplan, so you can put like your availability, which is pretty neat. I'll probably just put that to like 20 hours and then just do a chill little 5 hours every day. It sounds like a lot, but when you can't do anything or talk to anybody really, time flies. So 5 hours is really nothing. And hopefully I stay as sharp as I am right now, because I feel pretty good actually. I don't know. I think, gosh, this biopsy, it stressed me out so bad. I know I was just not 100% there up until like yesterday, like in the middle of the day, because then I was like, okay, this is the plan, this is what we're gonna do, But before it was like, where am I gonna be in a week? I don't know, But now I'm here, and I'm gonna be here in a week, so it's not as stressful. At least I don't think so. And I've got my guitar here. I actually wrote down in my scheduler because I want to specifically where's my goal here? To like play with a metronome and actually get good at having a rhythm to my songs. Because I can play fast and I can play complicated things. And then when I hear other people play the same thing, I'm like, I need to lock in, So I've got on my thing, 15 pages of inorganic, what is it? 2 pages of Harry Potter. That changed because I calculated everything. And then I have played Trouble, and that is Trouble by Cage the Elephant. Really not a hard song. I've got a looper pedal with me, so that I can just play the chord progression and then play the lead guitar over it, which is, it's primarily just quarter notes, which I think would be like a really helpful exercise. Some of the food I got here, it's so important to have your own food because the food here is awful. I have so much cheese. Like, these are 3 fancier cheddar cheeses because I don't know. I like cheese, but I don't like any other kind besides cheddar. A bunch of string cheese. I got a 24 pack of Coke Zero and turkey. And then behind the camera, I've got tuna, black beans, country style beans, a couple soups, rice, popcorn, and ramen. And that's because I can't cook in here, but I can microwave all that, which is nice. It's nice to have some stuff with protein that you can eat as your snack. Because I remember the first couple times I was in the hospital, like my family would kind of just be like, "Oh, just get snack food," and it's like okay, but you kind of miss like a good piece of meat or something like that, At least something with some substance, because the food here is just terrible, just awful. One of the worst foods I've ever had have been in this hospital. Wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, yesterday I came back from Austin, got here. I was in the waiting room for 4 hours. So after my 4-hour drive, had a 4-hour wait. Wasn't too excited about that, but yeah. The plan right now is to do my induction up here in Dallas. And they're gonna infuse me with donor cells throughout my induction, because I don't really have my own bone marrow, and it is all the donor bone marrow, which is still pretty young, so it might not come back as fast. And then after the induction, I should hopefully go into remission just from the first one. I went into remission from the first one last time, and I had literally triplet cancer, so I think my chances bode well. But after that induction round, when I go into remission, I'll be able to go back to Austin and get treated by my doctor there. And then I'll come back up for maybe a round or 2 of consolidation, and then go back down there again for the follow-up treatment. I don't exactly know if that's the full plan, but I'm pretty confident that is the full plan. So it shouldn't be more than a couple months. provided things go perfectly well and everything, which might not be the best hope, but happens sometimes. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to still do school. I have a appointment tomorrow with disability at UT to see if maybe I could just miss a couple months of class and then come back after, or if they just want me to withdraw, which might be easier because I don't have money for tuition, and I can't work from the hospital. So yeah, it's a little bit of a struggle there. But yeah, we'll just end up having to see what goes on there. So yeah, I'll see y'all next time.